Buenos dias. Good day. Hey, Clark Van Deventer here from fundraiser.com. Hope you're having a great day. I want to talk about a very, I guess it's not very famous. Maybe you've never heard it, and it would be insulting, right, for me to say, "Oh, I want to tell you a very famous story." Oh, this is so famous, and you've never heard it, right? Like, how many things you've never heard it? But there is in some circles. This is a story that is familiar, and when people hear the term "acres of diamonds," they sort of nod their head. Oh yeah, I know that story. Yeah, story, and one that we should constantly be reminding ourselves of. So I want to talk about the story of acres of diamonds, share a few resources with you, or you can ask me anything. Post a comment on this video. Ask me anything. If you post the comment while I'm live, I'll see the comment come up and I will answer your question, or at least address your question or your thought. If you post a comment after those videos no longer live, I'll still see it and I'll take on that topic in a future video, or I'll just write a longer response to you either way. So please, if you have a topic you'd like me to address, post a comment. All right, so the story of acres of diamonds. All right, so one of the things that I hear most often as a consultant that works with lots of nonprofit organizations, I go in, I'm working with an organization, and early on in the conversation, a lot of times they'll say, one of the things we really like you to help us with is to help us find new donors, or to help us get in front of people who we wouldn't otherwise have an opportunity to be in front of. And it's these people who are searching diamonds elsewhere, not realizing that they are sitting on their own acres of diamonds. All right, so the story of acres of diamonds. There's this African farmer who dreamed of striking it rich in the diamond business. And he sold his farm to go off prospecting the African continent in search of diamonds. And after all these years of searching the African continent, he never finds the diamonds that he dreamed of finding his entire life. All these years pass, and the man who had bought his farm has a visitor. And the visitor admires a stone that the owner of the farm has on his fireplace mantle, and tells the owner of the farm that this rock is actually a diamond. And the owner of the farm says, "Oh, I have a hard time believing that. My whole creek bed is full of those stones." Well, you know where this is going, right? So this was an uncut diamond that the owner of the farm didn't recognize as a diamond, but this farm turned out to be one of the largest diamond mines ever discovered on the African continent. The original farmer had owned free and clear what would come to be known as one of the greatest diamond mines ever discovered on the African continent. And he sold it to go searching for diamonds elsewhere. Well, I'm telling you, within your current list of current donors, people who are already giving to your organization, you are sitting on your very own acres of diamonds. You have people who were already giving to your organization, who are diamonds. You've just not taken the time to cultivate them. You've not taken the time to polish them, to really let them shine. And you're sitting on these acres of diamonds. You don't need to go prospecting elsewhere. You have your very own acres of diamonds. You've just got to spend more time cultivating your own land. That starts with giving your donors the very best giving experience possible. It should be your goal that your donors will get more joy out of giving to you than anything else they could do with their money, charitable or otherwise, right? So that's what you're going to do. All right, I've got 2 documents for you that can help you get started. This one is a growing list. I think it's now 57 ways that you can thank and steward your donors. So I've got a list of 57 things that you can do to thank and steward your donors. If you'd like to have a copy of that list, send me a private message here or shoot me an email. So just send the Major Gifts Fundraiser page a private message and ask for the list of 50 plus ways. Just say, Clark, I'm looking for the list of 50 plus ways to thank and steward my donors. I'll send you that list, or shoot me an email at clark@majorgiftsfundraiser.com. That's clark@majorgiftsfundraiser.com. The other thing I have for you is my Stewardship Basics Scorecard. So you take this test basically, and just like any test you took in school, if you are getting below 60, right? Below 60, that's sort of a failing grade, right? Not sort of, it is, all right? If you get 90 or above, you're getting an A, right? So I want you to take this Stewardship Basics assessment and find out where you're at in terms of the giving experience you're giving your donors. If you will just do this, if you will just make it your goal to thank and steward your donors, you'll see 2 things happen. One, you're going to retain more of your donors. Years ago, there was a study done by the Institute for Charitable Giving on donor retention. The question was, why did a donor who gave a gift to an organization not give a second gift to an organization? And the answer that came back was they didn't remember having given in the first place, right? A lot of people assume that it's because they weren't properly thanked, but it's worse than that, right? Like they don't even remember having given in the first place. So you are going to provide such a great giving experience that 2 things happen. One, you retain more of your donors. And second, you will begin to see not exponential, but you will begin to see marginal increases in current giving. Basically, your goal is when someone gives a $1,000 gift to your organization, you want to give them more than $1,000 worth of thanks. You want the donor to say, like, maybe this isn't happening in their mind directly, right? But in their mind, they should say, wow, I gave $1,000, but the thanks I got, it was greater than $1,000 worth of thanks. Like, they thanked me. I received $2,000 worth of thanks. I should give them more money, right? You want to give them such a tremendous giving experience that they just begin to give more. And as you cultivate your list, you will discover that you have acres of diamonds. You have people who are giving to your organization. You have all these $1,000 donors, people who've given $1,000 to your organization list. Well, some of those people could give 10,000. Some of those people could give 50,000. Some of those people could give 100,000. Some of those people could give a million. But you've got to take the time to work your land and to cultivate your list and to discover your own acres of diamonds. So I want you to find out your Stewardship Basics score. I want to give you the Stewardship able to come back. But I want you to take the Stewardship Basics test. So email me for that, clark@majorgiftsfundraiser.com. Major Gifts Fundraiser Facebook page. But take the test, find out what your score is. Ask me for that list of 50 plus ways to thank and steward your donors. I want you to give your donors the best giving experience possible. And that is the first step to cultivating your field and defining your acres of diamonds. All right, I'm here to help. Let me know how I can be helpful to you. So shoot me a message here on Facebook or email me at clark@majorgiftsfundraiser.com. Hope you're having a great day. Bye-bye.